Giving shout outs to my boy Lion and to my girl Chica J. Big up to the Burn Team family.
Hi, this is Sonali.
This is Lee.
And you're watching Burn Team.
Hey, it's your girl Kyla, and you're watching Real Talk Live.
You can hear the saying hi. You're watching Real Talk Live.
This is Candy Barbara, and you're watching Real Talk Extra.
Shamir here. Send out love to Burn Team, and you are watching Real Talk Live.
Hi everyone, my name is Kahea and you're watching Real Talk Live.
Hey, this is Abby from England and you're watching Real Talk Live.
Yes, good night. So we have Abby on the inside. Abby, how are you feeling today? Well, tonight.
I'm feeling all right. I had a nap,
All right.
so I'm good.
Good. Right. So tonight the topic is gender equality. Now, we had all the different talk about whether ladies can be truly independent and all the different talks, right? And the thing about it is gender equality is one of the main topics these days. One of the issues some persons may raise, they say it doesn't really have gender equality. So first, what the word equality really means. So Abby, if somebody else say, what it means to have equality or to be equal, what you will say?
Equal rights.
Equal rights.
Meaning like everyone have a right to be treated fairly. One shouldn't be treated better than the next, whether because of race, gender, whatever.
Right.
Status. We all have a right to be treated fairly.
Yes. And well, equal, right? I will say it's being treated the same. You have the same opportunities, you have the same you're treated fairly. Everybody should be treated fairly across the board, right? And when it comes to gender now, well, we know gender has to be with a male versus female scenario. And the question is, do you think that we have gender equality? Do you think gender equality exists?
Yes, but up to a point. I would say yes, up to a point.
So what is up to which point? And who does, in which let us say, area are we speaking of, and who is more favored in that particular area or not? So let us say in the workplace.
Yes.
Do you think that there is gender equality?
In the workplace, back in the ages, men were the dominant species where woman was left at home. And I think now men still have that, some men still have that concept where men supposed to be ruling the workforce. Men supposed to be at the top when it comes to that, not really women. Even in woman-dominated work areas, they think men should also be at the top. Because they consider themselves to be, I want to say Godhead, but I don't want to use that phrase. They want to be at the top.
What's going on?
Hi, Sidel.
Right. So the thing is, hi Sheena.
Hi Sheena.
Hi everyone. Sorry for joining late.
That is all right. Reach. That is most important.
Yes.
So the topic tonight is gender equality. So since it just came in, do you think that there's gender equality in the workplace?
I'm not hearing you.
Do you think that there's gender equality in the workplace?
Well, nowadays, yeah, I think so. No, but from before, I think that.
Right. Okay. All right, Sonali. Evening.
Evening.
Do you think that there's gender equality in the workplace?
That's not, I'm hardly hearing you all singing real soulful.
Okay. All right. So, do you think that there's gender equality in the workplace? All right. So, Abby, you were saying that you were thinking that up to a point. So, and you're saying that you think even though it is more a woman-dominated field, they still think that men should be the head in that field. And why do you think that is?
Yeah, yes. Because they want to rule. They wanna have them say, you know? It's like what's going on now about the abortion situation. It's men that decided.
Rich. We talk about Monday.
Yes, you're rich.
Big up everybody on the line. But let's talk about Monday. Monday talking about.
Yeah, men is the one who's deciding if women should have the right to abort their kids. Even the rape.
I think that's to me is a political. I think they're using that for a political scenario. Because I see that is how the Democrats and the Republicans flexing at this point with that abortion, right?
But it's men. Yeah. It's mostly men.
No, it's real ladies. You watch the news report on BTG.
I know it have ladies involved.
A lot of women outside there.
Them probably the ones who have none. That's why they're moaning and groaning. Yeah. But
no, Abby, no.
It's men.
No,
I think I disagree. Sheena, do you think that is men who say no to?
I don't know why, but
okay. The abortion scenario, Sheena, the abortion scenario. What do you think about it?
Like what you were saying? I wasn't hearing everything. It was just breaking up. So
you know what's going on in the States right now? The Roe versus Wade, they're trying to abort or change, women's right to abortion in the United States. They're trying to make it illegal. So what is your view on something like
that? Well, for in the States, I don't know like in the States, but I think it's both ways, because it have men and all who for it, it have men who are against it. Likewise.
But you think men shouldn't have a say as it concerns women?
I don't think we have a say. We don't have a say.
Oh, you hearing me?
Yeah, we hear you, kind of thing there. But men don't have a say, Abby, because from the moment sperm reaches egg, we have no right in that regard. It's all up to the woman. So a guy could have
I feel the woman.
A guy could have
a woman could go.
Yeah. A guy could have a one-night stand with a crazy girl, and he knows he was drunk or whatever, and she get pregnant. He have no say. He have no right. So when you talk about equal rights, women have more rights than
it's up to you.
It's up to the woman. The woman could carry you through hell for 18 years just because you make that one mistake. Trust me. Man ain't have no right
to commit that.
Yeah, it's the woman to decide. And most of the times, it has circumstances, but it's the woman's choice. I believe it's the woman's choice because it's she that carrying the child. But when we're talking about equal, once you make that mistake and you let that sperm come out of here and go into that woman, you have no right to say if she could keep the child or not. So that's not equal at all. That's unequal. Trust me.
Yeah, I understand. I find the woman have all the same there.
Yeah, in that
Right,
regard,
so
and
I
then
mean,
I mean
this
the woman with
this
her body,
abortion
you
thing.
know.
Yeah. So I think this abortion rubbish is ridiculous.
No, but remember,
'Cause I
there
don't know.
are women who are fight. There are women who are saying that yes, no one should, have a woman should not have an abortion at all. There are women. I don't think it's a man or woman thing. There are lots of women fighting to make abortion illegal. Good night, Andy. Good night.
Hi, Andy.
Good night.
Yeah. So in that regard, it has some women who may talk about it with their significant other to state if if it is they are ready financially. If they notice that they are not ready financially to have this child, they may say, okay, let's go ahead. And it have some men who give the woman the money or the side check the money to go and take the abortion if they don't want the wife to know.
Yeah.
So
Without
some
sense,
men
both
this
ways.
I just want to add with regard to what's going on in the
It's according
state.
to the situation.
In regards to what's going on in the state is different from what you all discussing because it has a female candidate right now that is giving Trump and them a real hell is a black woman, right? And her spin on this is her mother was raped, and she is the child that came out of the rape. Right? So in this regard, because in the reason why Roe versus Wade was important is because when women got raped, they had the choice not to carry the child. But the woman who is running for office now is a black woman. She is saying that her mother was raped, and she is the child that came out of that rape. And she does not want, just like how she came out of that rape, she's using that to say that if her mother was bound or able to do that, she wouldn't have been here. So she using that is very sensitive. She used it because she was the child that came out of the rape and now she's running for office. So this is what is the whole scenario with this big scenario in the United States. So yeah.
Now I will say it is the woman's choice. That is definitely the woman's choice. See, when it comes to rape, that is definitely everybody can't. Not all women can handle that. To carry the child, to bring them up, not everybody could handle. Not all women could handle that. And especially when they made the child and the child come out like the rapist, make it even harder. It's like you see the walking rapist, and especially if it's a boy child. Yeah. It is.
I mean, it's fortunate that she was able to get an education and push herself up to the top to even make that change. But she cannot put her situation and expect it to be followed around everybody, because somebody else may not be as fortunate as her to have that education. You know, some other people's situation could be devastated.
Yeah,
she was just
it could be a relative, it could be a family member who would have raped them. So that is even harder, you know. It's all depends on the situation. But
so
let's move along.
I don't think
it seems like right abortion. But
she just have to thank God that her mom keep her. That's all.
Yeah,
I don't think she had to put that pressure on other women. Because I would definitely don't want to carry no rape child. I don't know.
Yeah, it is tough. It have some people that do. So what's this Andy is saying here? Andy is saying, as for me, abortion is not an option. So if my wife asks me to have one done, is no. So Andy is saying no to the abortion.
Well, that means he's willing to step up Or one says that a man
As he
who's
said,
willing to take.
as he said, it's his wife, right? Means that they have a serious commitment. And it means that because sometimes some persons, yes, they may be married, but they are not ready to have a child, right?
True.
The woman will, if she's ready, why not? But then when they do it, as I said, the big people saying you have to expect a child. So what are you doing to ensure that you don't conceive and then you have to bring this child and now you want to should I have an abortion or not? Right? So, I mean, when it comes to gender equality, that's why women will fight and say it's my body, it's not yours. So it comes like, why does you even have a say then in this matter? Really and truly. Do you all think that men should really have a say in the matter? If it is well, I will put it in this way. If they're significant other, let's say they are married or in a committed relationship, does the man have a say at that point in time? Because as like I said, might be a one night stand. She might say, I don't know that man, I don't know nothing about this man, so I don't need to carry out this pregnancy. But a woman in a committed relationship, do you think a man has to be safe? Has a say?
We are nothing out there, Chica. We are no say out there. You see, fellas wrap it up.
Andy say
fellas, take it from a fella. Wrap it up. Because if that woman, you really too sure about 18 years ahead. It could like a sentence.
Wrap it up, just don't do the damn thing and done.
Yeah, I respect that.
Wrapping up may not be
if you remember one of the mountain the other day, I feel I'm going back up there. I feel I'm locking up this thing, boy. Yeah. But I think
don't
in
do
reality,
the deed if you know you're not gonna commit.
I mean, I think women have the upper hand in the courts as well when coming to rights. I think all the downplay the amount of power women have. And I think in the courts, in the court system, women have a lot of weight, especially when coming to things like abuse, physical abuse, children, who keeping the children, when you go through a divorce, who keep the children. I mean, you all have a lot of weight when coming to that aspect. And I think women just downplay the amount of weight. What can they say?
Candice say, good night, Candice, long time.
Candice, wait a honeymoon on.
She say that the man has a say in a committed relationship.
Nah, you like you know. Because sometimes the man says you like you afford no children and she I don't care keeping my child. Candice nothing to that girl. Trust me, I know. Fellas, wrap it up. Andy, wrap it up. Please. Because if she say she keep it, hey, when she say she keep it that child, she keep it the child. You want to take that next day now. So if you know it was that quasar, wrap it up. Yeah. And my 2 cents. And again,
let me hear that word.
Yeah, only have a lot of weight in the court, Abby. I mean, if you're in a relationship and let me say the man is abusive physically, and you get a woman magistrate or even a man magistrate, that man sing that man. When you go through a divorce, the man doesn't have at the least end of the stick. So when I hear women saying that it's not equal in more terms because women tend to come out on the better end in the courts most of the time.
But I can speak from like, yeah, but to me, like Trinidad is way different, right? I don't know. I know the States is different too. Yeah, women have more rights. But for me, as in Trinidad, from what I experienced, like right now with one of my cousin, just before I have come late, I was talking to her. We talk every day. She went through court and thing with her children father, have 3 children, and right now she don't have any justice, right? Because she have these 3 children home being loyal, whatnot, the man going out, whatnot, he have other children, yet still she whatnot. Well, they end up breaking up, right? She gone to court, the man don't mind his children. Due respect, she grew up in an orphan age, right? her parents die, so she have no family to help her out with her kids. So say like if she had to go out to do anything, she always with her children. When it reached the court, she tell the magistrate the father don't come and take them. The magistrate say they cannot force a father to come and take a child. So if he don't come, he don't come. She just have them 24 Sunday to Sunday. She can't move. He hardly put money in the court. They don't really keen or nothing, like everything just on her. She had to find money for daycare, money to send them to school. When she have to go out, no family member.
He employed. He's
employed, but he's lying to the magistrate and saying he had the work and whatnot and a whole run around, and she is all
well, remember, as I said before, the court don't have the. You see, people think that the court is the all and end all of life. The court don't have the power to command somebody to go pick up a child. The court would mediate, especially if it's family court. The court would mediate and say, well, you know, if the child needs something, you know, if you're employed, you know, they would ask what, you know, it's like a mediation. So when you're saying justice, I think you're using strong words, because when you're dealing with family court, it's mediation. It's a mediation style of law. It is not that he's detailed and now he's being brought up on charges. It is mediation between the male and the female, because the reason why is that they can't see eye to eye. So the style of judgment from the magistrate would be mediation, right? That's what it would be. But they have limits to the law. The law can't command a man to go pick up a child every 2 weeks.
Because night shift, morning shift, just to make certain shift for her kids.
What they would do is they would ask if he's employed, and they would come up with a monetary contribution. I don't know what she went through, right? But a monetary contribution, and then he would swear and agree, and whether it be to the bank or to the wherever, he would try to. But you see, it hard now to have that type of situation because COVID wiped out most jobs.
Yeah.
So you can't go now. The court don't have the power to invent money. You have to go by central bank. So if it is he's not working, or he's working 1 day, 2 days, or the court can't issue any kind of money from somebody who do have a steady job. That's why I'm asking if he's working.
Have a very good permanent job in Petrotrin. A very highly paid job.
So the question, normally the courts will do an investigation because the gentleman may be going for it.
That's something weird. I can tell you. That is not.
Courts do an investigation.
Somebody not telling the truth. That magistrate could stay on her computer and get all your information.
Well, they didn't have any information. I was asking her if she could get proof of where he working and things.
That means he's not working for Petrotrin. He is working maybe as a subcontractor. So you understand what I mean?
So that's why he could say. That's why he could say he's not always employed.
So that is why he would, and that could be true.
He got his job letter when he working for much money. Is yes, he working on that company, right? Over 16 or 17 years.
What is it? Is it a contractor? Is it a contractor?
I don't know if it's contractor.
It would be a contractor because Petrotrin workers lay off. Petrotrin workers out. So it ain't for Petrotrin. They closed down the refinery. So that section of Petrotrin, they have no workers to say permanent workers there. They fire them people. So it would be a subcontractor who doing little work and things for the refinery. And because of COVID and the job situation, he might be
will be a little bit more lenient and understanding during this time.
Right, understand that part, but the part I can't understand, she's a single mother, she working at in the casino, right? So now it's night shift, day shift, nobody to see the child. Okay, she working, why the father can't see the child? Or help?
No, and is Peter made that choice, Is the person not...
That's where all the strain for her, that's to show you where it's wrong. Understand?
No, that's the reality. You feeling, and that's why I like this life. You talking from the emotional scenario, and I am speaking from the logical scenario. Because that's what I tell him, put on the gun. Because it takes two people working together to bring a child up once the mother doesn't have any help.
Exactly.
So don't get, you see, so don't get involved with that situation where you know you can't that's say for the cut down hour because
Exactly.
Alright.
Exactly.
Jason heading home from work. So hi Jason, we touching base what Andy saying. Like, what the comment section here? How the comment section looking?
Men
Tika,
should have a say after all we contribute to that child. Or wrap it up.
or
Yeah,
is she
because
take
we
it boy wrap it up boy.
if the ladies
Don't
see
even
here
pull
what we
out.
can handle this. Well, boy.
Don't even pull out. Wrap it up. Or as Abby said, we going on the mountain and we done with this sex thing.
Family
People-
planning,
Yes.
people. Family planning is important.
Rappers could be faulty.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's,
Look off the
yeah,
thing, lock it off.
Abstinence is the only 100%.
Lock it off and take matters into your own hands, Andy. Yeah, so equal rights is the name of the game on who joining us. You know what I mean? As Candace was saying, mediation is correct, right? But the family court does, right? They mediate. It's not like you get justice. So you know, women just go to court with with a lot of emotion. You can't get justice in family court. They didn't have no criminal act. We trying to mediate between all the crazy people who went and had sex and make this child. You understand? Both are all the crazy house. Right? I mean, what they saying here? Chica, what they saying?
And some women love to stick the man with a child just to keep the money.
If again. Earlier, wrap it up.
You should not go there in the first place.
Yeah, boy, we don't need flesh
Find
week.
one and stick with
I
one.
didn't flesh was weak, boy.
You all
But,
want to have side chick and triple side chick. And
Nah,
then
nah,
this
nah. You
drama.
can't take that. Sometimes we tell you about it happen. You know what I mean? That's what it is. Half the time, most people when they have children, they have to was planned. They will tell you no. So
Of course it wasn't.
equality, equal rights. I think women have a little more in the court when coming to abusive scenarios like the physical and the chicken thing.
Yeah, because, well, if it is a man, first of all, if it is a man goes to the station and make a report,
And you say double rap, yes?
and you making the situation worse, it will bust.
But and you're going to hard like fire. You know, I go to the mountain and pray. I done.
Yeah, but if it is a woman, if it is a man makes a report that a woman is abusing him or a woman raped him,
Well, you can't
most
make a
likely it will not even go any further than making a report at the station.
I'm laughing at
But
you.
what I recognize most recently, like the case where the 24-year-old was murdered.
Right.
What it was, this is really just a piece of paper. That restraining order is really just a piece of paper because up to the whatever the person have in the mind, in the heart to go and do with despite that paper not stopping them from committing that crime.
True.
Right? It has some of the magistrates, depending on whether they will take the matter seriously.
Yeah.
Right? They won't try to say, woman, stay with the man because they have children, but they will ensure that they have the woman is safe. But yes, we know if it is a man reports any situation like that, it will only reach by the police officer who he tells. So we know there's no equality there. Yeah.
They're calling their partner. Hey, look at that man out there. Girl, now beat him there. And he come to the Them going and make a whole joke and rap about that. You understand? Yeah. It is not going to be taken seriously.
Yeah.
And that is what I'm saying. In this equality thing, women have a lot of weight. Even in marriage as well, especially when they're married. It doesn't really be fair to man. The man doesn't move out and rent. He doesn't move out and rent. If two of them buy a house together as husband and wife and they have children, the magistrate just leave the wife in the house with the children and he's out of rent.
Yeah, I agree.
It is not fair. It's not fair. It's half my money. It's half my money in the house. Right? So if you're saying equality, it's not equal. Women have more weight in the majority. Look, watch even something like a speeding ticket. You know what? When I think male police pull over and there's a woman in the front and she do some shopping on the road and the girl will slap on the wrist. If it's a man, you're outside here, but they don't leave you up, they try to frisk you down, they check your trunk. They do. It's not equal, no how. Chica. She know anything.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, it's true when it comes to that.
Watch that. If you see this,
hold on. We're roughing you by it.
If you see this, you're us.
Yeah.
Body card it. And they're grabbing you by your pants, so yeah, let me see what's going on. If it's a woman break a little light, glass wine on.
Yeah, that's true. When it comes to that part, yeah.
What equal for men, women, and I'm telling you, there's nothing, you know. Think about this. Right now, a woman could go right now, tonight, and walk in a club for free, because just she's a woman.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, because
and drink whole night.
I never had men's night free. But I never get up night.
As I've been real here, you know, tonight, a girl who lives in South, in we jurisdiction, could dress, big dress, reach down South Park, and walk in a club with no money in her pocket and drink all night.
Yeah. Sure. That is true.
What you think she dressed up for?
We're talking about equal rights. We're equal. Women talking about like.
Well, if you all fall for the drink, I want to buy drinks.
Yeah, listen to me, Abby. We're talking equality, you know. Remember, we're talking something named equal, but remember, women just act like if men just get all the upper hand. Chica.
No, nothing. When it has certain circumstances, we know that the men.
Let me get which one the men does get the upper hand on. Let me get serious. Which one?
Right.
So I call them.
So the only, and you know something, what I was just thinking about, a lot of times, depending on what area where you know your social circle, the man may be working for more money than the woman. But in the case where it is the woman may be working for more, hardly likely the woman will have to pay alimony.
Hello?
Hardly likely she will have to pay child support. It's
Yeah,
very unlikely that it will happen. Yeah, very, very unlikely that it will happen. So yes, I understand, but I think most of the times they will see the man, because you know there goes the gender roles thing happening, creeping up and being a disadvantage for the man in this situation. So that is why it is really important to have that gender. If it is a woman, and because it's a situation where a man said the court gave him custody of children, but the woman staying in the house, but he still have to go and look for an apartment to rent, to put the children in. So why didn't they allow him to stay in the house? And she go and go wherever it is she going. No. He had to now pay rent, pay this and pay that. So
telling all your fellas right now, if all you do have a prenuptial agreement, if all you do have a prenup, do not sign that paper. Fellas, all you will work hard, spend $500,000 on a house, and if she decide that you're talking to she all how and she can't take no more, you're going to lose the $500,000. Irregardless, you wrong, you right, she wrong, she right. Once you're married, you're darkened if you don't have a prenup, fellas. So all the ambitious fellas out there, fellas, all you work hard for the dollar sign, all your partner with whoever, all you're trying to do the right thing, all you're providing, all you protect all the investment. Because I fed up see fellas invest. And when, for whatever reason, the relationship did not work, them starting back from zero and the wife about 1.2 million and she closed. And then Joe Grind come in to sit down on my coffee table. I'll be burning down that house. I will. we burning down that house. I guarantee you know
If I
that.
can get it, you can get it.
I
I would agree.
I mean, real is real because if it was on the woman's side, I don't like it neither. If myself and a female come together and do something, that means it's a half and half kind of scenario. We pool with resources, we work hard, we do something together. That is not for no next woman to enjoy. You know? You understand what I mean? If the relationship don't work, right? Same way, it shouldn't be that no next man broken going and forwarding my $500,000. Not that hell of that. I lighten it up. Fire. All the mark, man. Awesome. And I'm making sure the insurance on that real high so I can collect my insurance after the only way I can get money out of it. When the contract
You can split that insurance.
I'm making sure insure it for fire. And she know I insure it for fire because she play crazy about it. Maybe you
if they find out his husband, that is not right. That is not the comment we need to see. This is the comment we need to see.
Oh God, what is the comment? What are they doing? Are they looking for comments? Oh God, here we go.
Yes. Good
Here
night,
we go.
Mr. Handsome Sugar. Good night, Lisa. I hope your voice get better so you can come on tomorrow night. Yeah, Lisa voice really good. Really good.
It's not equal. I would say that women have the upper hand, not being all devil's advocate. I'm just talking from real life. I don't have a problem with that because, as I told Chika earlier in the week, is that we're not really lobbying for anything sensible when coming to basic thing. We only stand up in the street and curling about gas. So we don't have a lobby group, we don't have anything, that they could go and present to the house and they give you a chance to speak as a citizen. We're not doing anything positive in that light. We just like yapping him out. So I don't have an issue with it. But people need to protect themselves, women and men, in the sense that, especially when you're pulling assets and you're buying these kind of, you see the price of housing, I go on and pay my $500,000. Look now, Abby. Abby, I can't take that. I'm sorry. I ain't mind the relationship in work and we say, all right, and we go and sell the thing, right? And everybody get a half and start over. We respect that.
Will somebody pay half and say, here, what do you think I pay?
I don't have a problem. I'm reasonable. But don't let me, after I pass and see Joe Grine in my gallery, that same night the house burn. I don't care.
Right.
Abby,
if it's the other way around, let us hear what it is stopping I. What it is going on do?
I like to the top.
If it's the other way around.
And I shaking our bell like when I
You and the man marry house together, and then you out, and you see a woman tuck up inside. Go out in the gallery and find the scene.
I mean, you're crazy.
I would do as lion. I will burn it down, yeah. I will even wait.
The same thing.
Because
wait, if I had input in that house,
both
and
of
I
us
know
have
by
input.
right,
Both of us have input. Yeah.
and
both
I
of us.
can get my half, I will burn
No,
it too.
half and half.
Yeah.
Half and half. I come with a chainsaw and I come in and I bust in the house down in half too. I come in with an excavator. I come with an excavator and I started to rip the house in half. And you are saying I'm mashing up my half. Well, you're mad. My name on daddy.
The situation,
tell me about
I would say, because I didn't had any input in the house. It wasn't right for me.
Yeah.
To, so I just
Lisa
decided.
Lisa said she liked it that funny. The fellas and ladies agree on one thing. All are we put it on the house.
Wow.
All are we put it on.
At least I'll burn down my half. And if your half decide to catch a fire, well,
just a water. Yeah.
And I thought I was the only one who does think like that.
No, but no. I mean,
there's the irony how other people can get pull up for that. But when I talk like that, I just get pull up. Wow.
But I'm saying, if both persons have input in something in like that amount of money, and all right, if they work out, the real respectful thing to do is say either we selling it or we renting it, and two are we moving out and we collect some money in we pocket from what we invest. It has to have
Agree.
some kind of
Agree.
decent agreement to that. It has no I moving and
Agree.
no apartment, them magistrate lock me up. I tell the magistrate, all they better call them fellas, you know. Because if I walk out of here and she in the house and man come in and there's big party, I put it right. Everybody in. You mad? And then I get restrained around my own house. That's what's going on, you know. That's what I'm saying. It's not fair. It's not fair that a man would spend money and then you give him a restraining order that he can't go buy his own house when he buy. We want freedom.
Both parties need to come to an agreement.
I'm not in that. I don't care what the law says. You see, in that instance, when my money jump up, I can't fire and brimstone in there.
It's not exactly that you can't come to the house, you know. It's the fact that she's in the house. Yes, the restraining order is for you to stay away from her. So if she's in the house, you have no choice but to stay away from the house.
You want to tell you, no magistrate can't tell me I can't go by the house I pay for. Me care what no woman see.
And then they can say, well, lady, if it is you don't want to be in close proximity, you find someone else to go.
Yeah,
Something will
so I a madman. I go in and build a whole house for you and your man to stay. Abby? I believe in equal rights for that. I come in my excavator and I dig in a hole in my house. And nobody can tell me why you in my house, but you mad or my name underneath. And that is the problem.
What part does your half there?
At the right side. You see where the master bedroom is? Where the bed is, whereby no money coming on that bed. You catch? Yeah. The way all Lisa say there on it. Equal rights and justice for all. I believe in equality. But me spending that coin, and then I pass it away, and a man away.
Man, getting you right.
Yes, people. So the thing is, we started talking about too, but where do you think of any area where men have the upper hand? Where do you think men have the upper hand at any point in time?
What you mean in relationship wise?
Anything.
I don't know. I would say in relationship wise, man have the upper hand to walk out and never look back. Especially if there's kids involved.
You know something? I don't know why this have to do some minorities, but there are women who leave the children with the man, and the man is the one who really picking up the slack. Seeing about whether it's girl children, boy children with a disability. I have cases there's one of my mom's schoolmates, the child is autistic, and that man is the one who's seen about that child. The mother is nowhere.
Yeah, I know it have women that does that. Don't get me wrong.
But it have men. So even we might say, okay, well, the man have a choice to turn away now. So and the thing about it is sometimes women is the ones who put themselves in the situation where it is that they have to see about that child, you know, and that is why we say abortion is possibly an option if it is you realize it was a one-night stand. Realize it really and truly this match ain't good and I really shouldn't be having a child because they know the man is not going to stick around. But yet still, you go ahead. Look for the man and know not going to be around. So sometimes women put themselves in that position
Yeah.
Sometimes, and I think all the time,
Remember,
but at the same
remember
time
back
now,
in the
I
day.
realize these days women are making some very bad choices. Very,
Remember
very
back
bad
in the day where if a guy do get a girl pregnant, hello high waters, he have to either marry her, or put her in house. And I think women still have that kind of concept that even if it's a one night thing, they have to. Some women
But they
think
don't
like
have
that.
to. They don't
Exactly.
have to. They
And
don't
if you
have to.
decide, if you know you go in a relationship with some man who don't give a damn, and you get caught, and you don't want to get rid, then it's your responsibility. If you
Exactly.
see that
It
that
is.
man have no interest, then it's your responsibility. If you want to keep your child, don't be
And
hanging on the man for money and put him caught.
Yeah, and you'll ever watch a paternity court where the man taking care of a child that is not his own, and the judge might say no, still stay around and see about the child. The child know you as their father. That is wrong. He don't have to. He don't have to
telling the
stay
guy that.
anywhere.
Yeah, it has paternity court actually had a few cases like that, but the majority of it is men who that grow attached. They come to find out that the child is not theirs, but the bond that they have now with that child, they ask. So because now some judges and them will request or ask the guy, continue building that bond or something or so forth. But it's like Shamika said, it's true. The man don't have to stay around. He absolutely
Especially
don't
when
have
it's
to.
1, 2, 3. You're thinking all three children are yours, and when you do the test, none of the children that is hard. You don't need to stick nowhere. You don't need to stay, and that is not gender equality. You don't need to stay. You don't need to stay. Yeah. Yes, Candace is agreeing to burning down the house. Yes. A lot of people like fire here. This is man say he not even coming to have coffee. And Lisa is saying yes, they will say they put their money and sweat and blood, but it have single fathers who is really responsible. Yeah, and it have some cases where, right, well, she is back. Some cases where the man should really be given, should be given custody of the children, but they give it to the woman just because she named woman. When really and truly, it's the man who should have sole custody of the children. Yeah. They mostly give the mothers the right they will have, but even when it's joint custody, the children are spending more time with the mother rather than the father. And that's the point in time where it is the fathers really want to have a part to play in their children's life. The ones who do care, there's really get the shitty and I don't know if you'll ever see it any other way around, but most of the time, men who really care, really responsible is getting shitty and the sick when it's time to, have custody of the children. Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard about a situation where a guy, in order for his wife and kids to be able to want for nothing, he have to go out there and work. So his absence in the home, the woman wasn't even, what's the word? Whatever the word is. He's on the go 24/7, overtime, everything, to make sure that you and the kids are on point. But yet as a woman, oh, you don't have time for me, oh, you don't need working.
You mean
I need some
ungrateful.
Yeah. But you're bypassing what he's doing for you and the family. Just like we had this topic before where women have to go, if they go with ambitious men, they have to realize that they will be on the go 24/7 and they may not have that quality time that you expect.
Mm-hmm.
Some women just get tied up
Yeah.
Be single, people. Be single. Build
Are
your
we
own
advocating for
palace by
singleness then?
yourself.
I mean,
Yes, build your stuff by yourself. And if you're willing to share, by all means. You know?
I
But
mean,
mm-mm.
all persons can be an island by themselves. Eh?
I
Not all
want
time.
one.
you want one?
Any celebrities who want to purchase me an island, please feel free. You know? I
mean,
wouldn't mind because
you get-
I don't like people anyway.
you're going to want somebody. You're going to want somebody.
Leave her, she will turn her
I don't know. I
coconut into
think
a
it's an
person.
age thing.
After the first month on that, a coconut will be a person to you.
It may have some mental issues, yes, but I love my own company. I love
Nobody say no. Nobody say you shouldn't say no. But not every day only. You will need. Everybody needs somebody.
Fair
So
enough.
Sheena.
Yeah.
So Sheena is back. We were talking about, going further into how it is, women really have the upper hand in relationships. So when it's have divorce, custody, all of that. So I'm going to just give an example with a cousin.
Yeah.
Do you know if it is the court had even like done an investigation? And because sometimes they will do an investigation to determine whether the man is capable and how much he could pay, how much he could give in child support. That's the reality, and we can't vex if it is the man working for a certain amount. There's nothing more that he could give.
I understand, but my point is, what I'm trying to make is, I find it should be even. At least he have the kids someday, she have him someday, because both of them are working parents, right? He live with his mom. He have big children. He have real people around him. She have nobody. As I said, she grew up without a mother, a father. She have no aunts, no uncles, nobody really to help her with her kids then, right? He still have people around who could still help out, like the children, aunts and whatnot. You understand? It come like she on her own. You understand? So in that case, he trying to make her like hold back her life with the children now. And she's a working mom. She works in the casino sometimes 7 days for the week. Sometimes, trying to make things work out, and this man not helping in no way. All she wants is assistance with the children. Like when she have to work night shift, okay, you home in the night, take them in the night. You understand? Whereas she have to make her own shift. Thank God she have good managers. So they say, girl, whatever shift available for you, you take it. So when the children go to school, she'll take her shift when they go to school. When they come back home, she'll take that shift when they're home. She have no time for herself to say like go out and socialize online because nobody to see the kids. You understand? And this man all over the place, he going to work, he lineman, he with everybody. She does study in the money.
I have a question. So are they living in close proximity to each other?
Yeah. Well, yeah, close by. Marabella and Castorello, so they close by, it's just a few minutes.
A few minutes, okay.
Okay.
Well, I ain't gonna bother that far from you because, sometimes when it is, you might, some persons, may say, okay, this person should really step in because they have that support system, and maybe she could talk to the man's, the grandmother, if the grandmother wrong, talk to the sister.
How it works. Everybody on his side.
Throw an eye on the child and on the children.
His family on his side.
What's the interesting thing?
She have no.
Is that the sad thing about this particular situation is that we cannot control human behavior.
Well, no, we can't.
So the reality is he is behaving a particular way, and it looks like it's not going to change. And harboring on him changing is not helping the child. Yeah. So
Not
as
good for
Chica
your
was
mental health either.
yeah, it's not gonna help. So saying the man don't want it, it's not gonna change anything. So it's either get as you a good friend, surround the child with love, people who love the child, and
that's what
because you're not gonna get him.
He's not.
Listen what I'm
He's not.
saying. I'm a man. And if we don't have the full picture of that relationship. So what we doing is we looking from the outside saying what should be done. Right? But we wasn't there when they was hung up, as I say. We wasn't there when they was making this child and all the things that was happening while this child was being created. So the most we could do is surround the child with love and foster and encourage the child. That is the best we could do because we cannot control somebody behaving a particular way by just.
Human behavior cannot be controlled. Once somebody make up the mind of them, do
They make up their
anything.
mind. They're not gonna get any change, right? We have to surround the child with loving
She might
people,
just have to.
and we move forward with that.
She would just have
instead
to come
of-
to terms that he will not change or wouldn't help.
Yeah.
So she would
And-
have to put things in place.
Correct.
Well, that's what to do. She's done. It's not to say like money wise, because if she put in court, he put that's it. She's not really running down that because she working. Although all her money does have to go to her children, but he's just that person. He's not doing it. He's not doing it. They're going to court, he lying, all kind of things. So he's not trying to help. He's just trying to hold her in that way that she would move on. So he's trying to stick her with them children, stick with all the bills, stick her don't pay assistance for the children and everything. So, but she's a good person to have a God because every battle she coming through it. Understand? And it so happens she gets somebody good to stand up with her, seeing about all the children who his own and whatnot. So she's not really studying him. But as a father, as we are saying, this person don't have to do this. He don't have to take the responsibility of this man's child or children. You understand? But he still does it and whatnot. But she's still looking for the support from the father because you can't put the strain on this man alone. He working too. When she going to work, sometimes he just stay with this man's children. If something happen, they're coming down on her for leaving the children with this man. But he, as the father, not doing it. You understand what I'm trying to say?
But it have a lot of variables and as you see, it don't make sense to them because the thing about it is
this man was
that's in a relationship. It is
the thing about the man taking his children, but you're not doing it. If a man stepping up and kirking your children or whatnot, I mean, just say the child a little too slap because the child miserable. Not to say beating the child, but from small he growing up, and I wouldn't lie, he just treat the children very nice. If they go wrong, he show them the wrong or what. He make a big with you, but you're the father not stepping up. You're not taking the child. But when the next man hurt your children, you're making a big you and pulling it up in court.
No.
You understand? He just a little boy. Yeah. It's just to get this girl or put her against everything.
Just wait. Who child is it? Just wait. Hold on.
I hit nobody child.
No. Who child? It's not my child. I hit and telling me about he correct my child. Listen why he said it.
Why you not there to correct your own child? Don't
They
come with
have
that.
no, listen, wait. They don't have no individual.
I don't care what you say.
Regardless, I are wrong.
You have to be there to correct your own child. If another man still a problem.
Listen,
In your
before
you
we
can't
go,
make no noise.
a woman should not give another man the authority to lash her next man's child. I'm sorry.
I understand.
I'm
don't
sorry.
care.
A woman should not give a next man, whether the child is a giving child. No.
Have clothes and shoes on their foot. No. And you
Because
are the father not doing nothing.
No.
Right to tell me.
No.
Discipline my child. Because you're supposed to be there to put your foot down and you're not.
Only listen to me now after I done rant. No woman should give her next man the authority to hit her next man's daughter or son.
I understand everything.
That's madness. That ain't right.
I don't mind discipline.
I talking about that.
I understand.
I don't care.
A baby. Say correct them one time. Little finger.
Don't put your hands. Don't put your hands on our next man's child. I'm trouble.
No, if the man don't like it, I don't.
Property.
Excellent.
Good team.